Hello everyone, this is Professor MoneyPigTrading, a former PhD drug researcher, now in data science and trader. And today is August 1st, 2021. If you're watching Olympics, hopefully the team that you are supporting is winning. So last time we made a COVID-19 stocks overview was back to April this year. It's about 3 months ago, so time to make another overview. And we're focusing on some therapeutic names like CODX and MRNA APT and some vaccine and drug name developer name like BNTX INMB MRNA MRK NVAX and Pfizer. And really quick, if you haven't followed us, make sure to follow us on YouTube, MoneyPigTrading, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Interested in our Discord community, feel free to check out www.moneypigtrading.com. Make sure to like this video, that will help our YouTube channel tremendously. And really quick disclaimer, we're not registered financial advisor. This is just for education purposes. Please invest at your own risks. So really quick, we're looking at the COVID-19 cases. On the left side is the United Daily New Cases. You can see the number of cases is rising again since the last drop in January earlier this year, once the vaccination program has been expanded and be available to the public. Unfortunately, the Delta variants right now just pushing not only in the United States, but also worldwide. You can see the number of cases never really drop back down to the level that we hope. So let's take a look at some mask and diagnosis names. So the first one we're going to take a look is called APT. It's a Canadian mask producer, Alpha Pro Tech. This company is making money based on the products they're producing. Every time there's a COVID wave, you can see on the left side is their daily chart. Back to April last year, it actually run all the way from $6 to $24. That's wave 2, then price drop back down. And at the end of last year, earlier this year, there's another wave of COVID, and that time, 4-day, 8-day EMA cross, APT push from the current level about $9 all the way to $21. And right now, because of the Delta COVID variants, you can see the APT and the CDC mask mandates. APT is actually pushing up. Right now, holding the 200-day EMA support, which is the sign-out line over here, around $11. Possibly based on this round, based on the historical trend, possibly going to push to 16 to 17 this time. And the other good thing we really like about this stock is it doesn't raise a lot of stock offering to raise money, so that take out the risk. And so the short interest is relatively high, about 9.3%, so definitely have some short squeeze opportunities here. The other name to look at is CODX, CODX, CODX Diagnostics. The PE ratio is 5.5. They provide a whole bunch of COVID and other testings. It's a profitable company as well. And currently the short interest is 11.6%, so it's pretty high. And every time there's a COVID wave, the price ran out as well. The end of last year and earlier this year, when we have a COVID wave, CODX push up from around $8 all the way to $24. Once the 4-day EMA cross, all the EMA support got supported. And this round, we're probably seeing something very similar to earlier this year, the end of last year. Possibly we're going to run to the similar level, $18 to $20. So yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye on this name. The other thing you have to be aware of for this name is every single quarter, they like to do stock offering to raise more stocks. So possibly they're going to do the same thing this quarter, and potentially it's going to drop the stock price down at some point. However, I don't think they will do it at this level. If I'm the CEO of that company, I'll probably do it once the stock hit a higher level. So definitely a risk, but definitely some short squeezing opportunities here. The other name we should take a look at COVID-19 drug development. Since we all know there are a lot of vaccines available right now, but what we really need to end this pandemic, in my humble opinion, is a COVID-19 drug. So this one interesting name is called INMB Immune Bio. It actually has strong pipelines in cancer, COVID-19, and Alzheimer. What they do is basically do immunotherapy. Right now, they actually have a catalyst coming up. They use immunotherapy trying to mediate COVID-19 immune response in lung. Right now, the phase 2 trial should come out anytime around mid this year. Also, they actually have an Alzheimer pipeline. It's XPro 1595. It's a phase 1B trial right now and showed pretty good results. And they are actually proceeding to a phase 2 trial right now. And currently, they're on the left side, their daily chart. The price is tanking because a lot of Alzheimer names are just being affected by BIIB Biogen And also SAVA and AMVS currently don't have very promising, or at least the market read them as bearish clinical trial results. And that's kind of bring down the whole Alzheimer sector. And that's why INMB is kind of pulling back down, almost hitting the 200-day EMA support, the signal line here around 14 or 15. If you really pull back to this level $10, I'm definitely a buyer. I currently hold some stocks and long call options. I do plan to add more from my personal account. The other one we should be aware of is Pfizer PFE. It's a sleeping giant, and since the COVID started, it actually make the vaccine as we know. But the stock price never had a huge breakthrough compared to like Moderna and BNTX, right? Mostly because Pfizer has been affected by so many patents going to expire. So that's why the price just kind of sideways consolidated between this 33.3 level to the 43 level for pretty much like a year and a half right now. However, Pfizer is actually trying really hard. That's why it's a giant, right? They have 100 pipelines in the clinical trials, 100. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 registration as listed on their website. Amazing pipeline. And what I really like about Pfizer is they actually have a COVID-19 orally available drug coming up. Right now, the Phase 2 and Phase 3 trials results coming up in Q4 this year. And then on top of that, they also have IV antiviral protease drug for COVID-19 in Phase 1 trial already. So they're trying really hard to diversify their portfolios. And this drug does look very promising. And the results going to come out in Q4. And if Pfizer can really break through the patent issue, they actually have an ankylosing spondylitis drug that should get FDA approved sometime in July, but got delayed. Right now, FDA hasn't provided any updates. If they can get that approved, expand their market cap, and also can get this COVID-19 vaccines approved for pediatric usage, boost shot, and also this orally available drug show positive results. And their CEO said this drug, if show positive result, it might be available in the market and get FDA emergency approval at the end of this year. We're going to see Pfizer going to have a huge breakthrough on their stock price. That's my humble opinion. The next one is Merck MRK. They also have another promising COVID-19 drug as MK4482. Right now it's in Phase 1 trial. They haven't provided too much updates. Compared to this one also has very promising results, especially in the animal study. The only concern, in my humble opinion, is looking at the chemical structure on the right side. This one is more like our ribose, and the way this drug works is this pro-drugs is going to react with the viral COVID viral RNA and blocking it from reproduce itself. And usually for this type of chemical structure, at least looking at the chemical structure itself, could potentially have more side effect compared to the previous slide, Pfizer, which is more like a protease. And before Moneypig professor was doing COVID-19 drug development back to 2010, and protease is the approach that we use as well. So personally, I think that's a safer approach, but it doesn't mean that Merck, this COVID-19 drug is going to fail or anything. I sincerely hope it will succeed. Just a little concern on the chemical side to bring you up if you're investing in Merck. Right now on the left side is a Merck daily chart. Looks pretty decent, solid name, has a strong pipeline as well. More like a sideways consolidation right now. If MK4482 can break through sometime at the end of this year or next year, we should see Merck break out as well. Definitely another strong biotech den that I should take a look. Just real quick update on the COVID-19 vaccines. We made this slide back to April, and currently we don't see any updates except a CureVac, which is also a COVID-19 vaccine using mRNA technology. Their Phase 3 trial failed brutally, which kind of surprised everyone. So yeah, that one, the stock price dropped like more than 50%. MVAX, on the other hand, has a really good Phase 3 trial results, but the results kind of delayed. And right now they are going to file the emergency approval September 2021. Once they have good Phase 3 trial results, the stock price kind of push up and got rejected in this downtrend. And right now, just sideways consolidation. And to be honest, even they filed the FDA emergency approval for the COVID-19 vaccine in September. I probably won't get approved until like November, December. And if Pfizer or Merck has some early available drug breakthrough, that might negatively impact MVAX, since this is the only thing they have in their pipeline. So that's one thing you should be aware of if you are investing in MVAX. However, since the whole world is still in a dire need of COVID vaccine, I still think MVAX has a good potential to increase their market cap and revenues as soon as they can start to ship out their COVID vaccines. The other name probably everybody knows, Moderna MRNA. They had an S&P 500 inclusion about 2 weeks ago, and their stock price is going up like crazy. This is a daily chart. Below you can see the relatively strength index, RSI. Above 70 usually means overbought, and you can see money just continue to pile into this name since it's one of the best COVID-19 vaccine, right? In the previous slide, we show actually only need minus 20 Celsius storage compared to Pfizer and BNTX, which needs minus 70 Celsius storage for their COVID-19 vaccine. And the other thing Moderna is really amazing is they have several catalysts coming up this year or some early next year. Just like Pfizer, they're also doing their COVID-19 vaccine for pediatric usages, and also they're doing bootstrap research. If they got approved, that will increase their revenue and sales and market cap, continue to push up the stock price. And also, it's a little bit delayed. They're probably focused a lot of their production and clinical resources in the COVID-19 vaccine, but they actually have several cancer vaccine in the pipeline, originally to have readouts at the end of this year, but most likely the readout will come out like next year, 2022. If some of them show like prostate cancer vaccine works out, my goodness, the stock's going to the moon. And also, they have several Zika and HIV vaccine readouts using the mRNA technology. So definitely worth to keep an eye on it. Definitely we'll continue to see money start to pile into this name and stop, even though it's very overbought. Same thing with BNTX. However, compared to Moderna, BNTX is a German company. So unfortunately, it's not. It won't be able to include it in the S&P 500 since it's a foreign company. However, it's highly profitable, decent COVID-19 vaccine, as most people should know. They're doing the same thing. Catalyst coming in. They're doing the pediatric COVID-19 vaccine and boost shots. And they also, like this mRNA, they're also actively developing cancer vaccines. Right now, the second half of this year, they have several readouts for their cancer vaccines. Show positive results. I do think BNTX is going to shoot to the moon as well. Definitely right now, it's very extended. If you look at the daily chart, the RSI is right now at 83. Every time you push up to 83 like this time, expect some pullback. So definitely, if you're interested in BNTX, I will wait a little bit, a little pullback, and to add from there. The other thing is, I know there are just so many names we cover. If you want to focus on the biotech sector in general and don't want to pick individual stocks, some biotech ETF like XLV are actually doing pretty well. It's basically just an uptrend since COVID started, since all this money piled into biotech, it's definitely boosting this sector as well. So definitely the other alternative that you should take a look. So really quick, we actually have a very decent stock trading program. 2021, we have 48 stock trading. Average return per trade is about 21% with a winning rate almost 73%. We also have a swing trading option focused program. One of our members joined a month ago on June 24, and starting with about $2,000. And as of July 24, his account actually grew into about $12,000, 540%. So if you're interested in our Discord community, feel free to check out on www.moneypigtrading.com and make sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, MoneyPigTrading. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.